Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, my brother.
Welcome to the CMO Corner Short Edition, brought to you by Nedbank IMC.
Thank you.
You closed off
Yes.
the conference today.
I feel privileged.
Right?
It's a huge privilege.
I always feel like the people that open, the people that close are very important people. They might not want to admit it and tell the rest of us, but they are those people.
No, but when you close, sometimes you get the graveyard shift.
Yeah.
So you just have to make the best.
You kept the energy there. So today your theme, or maybe let me introduce you first.
Yeah.
Your title is CEO and Chief Creative Officer of X3M Ideas.
Yes, that's correct.
Aha. I tried to look at the X and the 3 and the M. Is it X3M or?
It's a trap.
And then it's a trap. And when you said X3M Ideas, I'm like, I didn't get it. And then today you spoke about how to look challenges in the eye and stare them down to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let's first start about the business. Maybe talk about X3M Ideas for me. What is it? What's the proposition? And what do you guys actually really do?
Okay, X3M Ideas is a marketing communication company.
Yeah.
We started August 1, 2012. So we just celebrated our 12th year of existence.
Lovely.
And we started in Lagos, but then we have offices in about 6 countries now, and still counting. In Zambia, we're there. In Johannesburg, we're here, a little bit low-key, but we're here.
Lovely.
And then Congo, Brazzaville, Nairobi, and then we're heading to the UK soon.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So with, I guess, the 12 years that you've been in the business, what are some of the things you've seen from a creative perspective? Because again, and I think I'm asking the right person, you are the chief creative officer of the organization. What do you think are some of the things creatively that you've seen, whether it is shifts, whether things that we're doing well, whether it's things that we are not doing well, just as an industry?
Well, I think, it's almost like fashion.
Yeah.
The trends come and they go and whatever. And technology comes and technology goes.
True.
But right now we're in the age of AI, so you couldn't go to any conference without AI being the dominant subject. But again, like I keep telling people, the new media of today is going to be the old media of the next 6 months. So frankly, the thing that should always be central to everything we do as marketers is the passion for the consumers and the passion for building the brands that we represent. So those things, how do we tell compelling stories that will make consumers make that choice in favor of the brands that we represent? It's a crowded marketplace. If you look at the South African market, or even worse still, the Nigerian market with over 250 million people and with plethora of brands. So what are you going to say to consumers that will make them say, is this brand or nothing? So it's getting more challenging. Yeah.
It's interesting because one of the projects I'm a part of is a project called Brand Africa. Brand Africa Top 100 Brands. So we look at the top 100 brands across the continent. This is done obviously in conjunction with the likes of Brand Africa themselves.
Yeah.
And then this is obviously published. Now, you see constant things come across the brands that always show up here. So you'll always find the Googles, the Nikes, etc. The Dangotes.
The most choices.
Yeah. So even in that, what do you think those brands have that give them that title of the most loved brands over decades?
I think it's just that insight to understand that, look, I must meet the consumer where they are.
Yeah.
I must look like the consumer.
Yeah.
And I must speak the language that they understand.
Yeah.
So some brands come to the market with a more misconceived notion of the olden days way of doing things, to say, look, I just have to talk down to a consumer and just give them my value proposition, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay, because the consumers are now more empowered than they have ever been in the history of mankind. So they are not even they are not listening to you. They are having their own separate conversation.
Yeah.
So how you win today is your ability to find your way without being disrespectful and without being rude. Find your way into the conversations that the consumers are already having and still be able to have meaningful engagement with them at that level. So the brands who are able to understand all of these points will continue to win, even in the foreseeable future.
Now, my brother of mine,
Yeah.
word has it that you've got, if not the biggest agency in Nigeria.
Yeah.
What do you think makes you guys tick?
I think one is the passion.
Yeah.
Passion for what we do. We love.
Yeah.
I love my job. I'll still be doing this job even if I wasn't getting paid. But thank God we get paid.
And get paid well.
Absolutely. And then the power of the team. Our team, very young, very vibrant. And if you look at Africa, it's the youngest continent in the world today. So the youth population in Nigeria busted with abundant talent. It's just been able to gather them together, harness them properly. And again, you cannot win without the support of the clients that you have. So the clients believe in you, they listen to you, and then you're able to co-create and just rub minds with them to make sure that the brands you represent continue to win. So I think based on all of those points, we continue to, be the leading light of advertising in Nigeria.
Lovely. And now, when you spoke about your theme, which is how to look challenges in the eye and stare them down to win, where's the inspiration and what can we do as marketers ourselves, as creatives, because we live in a world where there's tons of challenges.
Absolutely.
So how do we navigate this world of challenges, look at it dead in the eye and say, actually, I'm going to win regardless?
The thing is, if you just close your eyes for 1 second, think of all of the biggest fear you had last year.
Yeah.
Where are they today?
Gone.
But who is still here?
Me.
Exactly. So that is the metaphor of how we must live our life every day, knowing that the biggest fear I had last year is gone.
Yeah.
Replaced, of course, by new fears.
Yeah.
That one too will be gone.
Yeah.
And you will win.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. Winning is a mindset thing. Once you've lost in your mind, you can never win. So the thing is to keep looking at fear for what it is. It's just an appearance of something that's going to take you down. Once you refuse, you can't take down a man that has refused to be taken down.
Sure.
So
and you spoke a bit about that around your own life and your own experiences, which for me that's always the jewel in everything someone shares, because they're not sharing something that's in theory, but you're sharing something that resonates with you. How have you navigated that period for yourself as well, whether it is at a personal capacity or for your business?
No, every day and that's why even every day I wake up as a young guy, maybe 24, 25, I used to tell myself, before I will live this life and not be successful, it's impossible. I tell myself, I verbalize it, I say it to myself. And that is not to say you are oblivious of all of the challenges that surround you every day. I mean, I live in Nigeria, where all of the infrastructural deficit, so many other challenges that you face, the economic curveball that the economy is going to throw at you, but it never stops us, because once we've made up our mind that what we're going to do, we're not going to do crime, we're not going to do anything sinister, we're going to work our behinds off, and we're going to succeed. And that is the mantra every day. And once you succeed, again, it's about how do you manage success. Because success can easily go to your head. The thing is to keep your 2 feet on the ground and remain grounded and remain humble. Like in my agency, last year we won the first Cannes Lions for the entire West African region and for Nigeria.
Say that again. Let's slow down. Say that again. What did you win?
X3M Ideas won the first Cannes Lions for West Africa and for Nigeria.
First?
The first one.
No other company besides you had it at that time?
No other company has done it even after us. Thank you. But you see, the thing is, in my office today, I've told the team and they understand it. If you talk about that Cannes Lions, maybe I'll make an exception for myself for this interview.
Yeah.
If you talk about that Cannes Lions that we won in the office, you'll be hearing from me and it's not going to be nice.
Sure.
It's gone.
It's done.
What is the next big thing we're going to win? That's the only thing I want to hear.
Yeah.
So that's how you keep propelling yourself forward, and you keep you keep ignoring all of the challenges that surround you, because it's about the next big win. Jeez. That's where you must keep yourself hungry, you must keep yourself humble, and you must keep yourself hungry.
That's beautiful. So maybe let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's use this platform at least to talk about it.
All right.
I hopefully your employees don't say, but you said we shouldn't talk about this, Steve, but look at you
so guys,
at the CMO corner and you're speaking about it.
So guys, it's not me. The host,
yeah, you can blame it on me.
The host wanted to talk about it.
So I want to know, what category did you win? What was the work? Maybe take me through it.
Okay, we won in the wellness category, the health and wellness category, and for me, it's always going to be a special win. And you see, the good thing with Cannes is that when you win, it's not even the agency that is called, it's the country. So as it was announced at the win, Nigeria won its first Lion. So for me, I'm proud to be flying the flag for the country at that moment and for the sub-region as a whole. We won for a campaign called Suit Life Expectancy. Anybody who is familiar with Nigeria will know a city called or a state called Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is one of the very big states we have in the country, and is the oil producing part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's where most of the crude
produced.
yes, exactly. But because of just all of a sudden we had lots of local refineries doing it illegally, of course.
Oh, I see.
So it led to release of a lot of carbon into the atmosphere. So Port Harcourt got so bad to the point where even if you shut your door and shut your window and barricade everywhere, if you wake up in the morning and just dab your hand across the table, you see soot particles in your house.
Sure.
So that now started affecting people's health. And if you know Nigeria very well, I think the average life expectancy of a Nigerian is about 52 years. So now if you live in Port Harcourt, that is shortened. So what we got this NGO approached us and wanted to just shed light on the problem that was happening in Port Harcourt. At first we were divided the day, should we take on this brief or shouldn't we? Eventually we did. And I'm glad we did, because not only have we been able to call attention to the problem, and how did we solve this problem? We built this AI portal, AI-driven portal, where we were able to load statistics we obtained from the German Environmental Protection Agency.
Yeah.
They gave us data on suits and countries, for about 41 countries. So we uploaded all of that data on that site, and then if you live in Port Harcourt, you go to that site and you enter your name, your age, and how long you've lived in Port Harcourt. Based on the data we have for the average life expectancy of the Nigeria, the AI will bring out a much more realistic life expectancy. So you could go in there and the site will tell you have 10 more years to live, 15 more years to live.
Sure.
That was like really amplifying the problem for the whole world, for the whole country to see. But we didn't stop there. The AI tool also will send a letter on your behalf to the senator and the House of Rep member for that area. And I think the jury looked at it and felt that it was a compelling campaign. And they gave us the medal.
Brilliant. So do you know any changes that have happened since?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we brought attention to the issue.
Yeah.
And then, all of these issues are stuff that you have to follow up with a lot of legislation and stuff. So we're thinking of doing like a sequel to the campaign so that we just don't easily forget about all of the progress we've made and continue to make them.
It's such an important story, and it's an important story for me because it shows the power of creativity in solving real life problems.
Absolutely.
Gone are the days where we think creativity is just a nice, campaign or billboard just for the sake of doing it.
It's not just feel good.
But it actually does do something for ordinary citizens.
Absolutely. And that's why for me, creativity will always be that powerful tool that we have as a people, as Africans, that we can use to actually turn around the fortune of this continent.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
My good sir, thank you so much for the work that you are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the CMO Corner.
Thank you.
I hope I see more work from X3M Ideas and all the best for the future.
Absolutely.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
It's up!